Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Apologies for the delay here. Project Eversio versus, I believe, I forgot the team name exactly. It is ToutSchuss, I believe. Eversio winning the pistol and the resulting round over here on Anubis today. Just a bit of a technical timeout so far. Zelion disconnecting. Should get back underway shortly. Until then, taking a look at the scoreboard, Crazy seems to have had a couple of great opening rounds. 6 kills for him. Dragonsteer with 3 as well. Eversio, of course, played Anubis in the qualifiers around a week ago, went into double overtime before eventually losing. Looking to turn their fortunes around today after the tough start on Dust 2 in the season 53 of the EU Entry League in ESEA as well. It was a tough 13-2 loss on Dust 2. They've already matched that record of rounds on Anubis, so it's only up from here. Eversio, of course, will be looking for the victory though. 2 minutes left for a technical pause. Hopefully we'll get underway shortly. Until then, we'll throw it to a quick intermission and we'll be back when the game is here. Alright guys, it was a very short delay indeed. Zelion is back. And we will be back underway here. So Project Eversio leading 2-0. Five AKs on the side of the T's, limited utility Eversio, 3 MP9s and a couple of M4s, but full sets of utility into this round. Full armor as well for Eversio, not necessary due to the AKs, however, Eversio likely unaware of the investment from their opponents here. Just gonna make sure as well that auto director is on, because I don't think I enabled it when I joined the server. He's boosting towards mid, not gonna find anything so far. Kicks in, will take a sliver of damage from his teammate, down to 90 HP. Bomb is waiting outside of B main here. Eversio, 3 players over towards this B site. Expecting the push maybe. Stakeli playing close on mid. Tushim walking outside of A main here. Could look to see if A is open. Would find an empty site, had to push right now. As the bomb has made this way over towards mid, so Stakeli with this MP9 has a big task here. And Lions is gonna walk out and find the kill. Crazy from Temple does find the trade though. A site is open for the taking though. Through the smoke, kicks in, tag down to 60, but no additional kills just yet, as T's will have a free bomb site. Bomb is gonna go down in the 4v4 retake here. Tushim will take down Zelion though. Crazy with another kill, taking down Lions there. And a third, so Crazy's third 3k of the game will go down eventually, but Dragonsteer finding the kill to keep it in a 2 versus 1. Tushim just 7 HP. It's gonna get taken down by Dragonsteer as well, so Eversio will find the third round of the game. And the first gun round of the game as well. Crazy with another crazy round here. 3 3Ks to start this game. Was of course the top fragger on that Dust 2 last time. It's carrying that momentum over towards Anubis. So ToutSchuss, I keep forgetting the name, forced back into a save here. Just Tech 9, some upgraded armor, and a Mach 10. Eversio saving those AKs will also be able to upgrade to M4 A1s on the other players here. Utility being lined up by the T's. Lots of mid utility looking to sell a mid push. However, shifting outside of B main here. Eversio seem to have read this as Dragon's Tear pulled off of A site into Temple to support the B defenders. And the push will come in from B main. No kills being found just yet. Trevor though through the smoke, and Zelion from this corner position will take down 2. Will go down eventually as well, but Dragon's Tear trading that out shortly. So does ToutSchuss left, trying to plant the bomb through the smoke. Takes down Crazy, but Trevor with the 2k in this round will be taking ToutSchuss down. A couple of players going down for Eversio, however, he's not allowed to find that bomb plant, and Eversio finding a 4th CT round on Anubis. Anubis quite T-sided in the current meta, so Eversio, great start to this game. Any additional rounds on the CT side could be considered a bonus here. Poseidon lining up that mid-smoke. 3 players from ToutSchuss heading towards this A position. And Trevor trying to go aggressive out of B main is gonna get caught, so man advantage for the T's. Dragon's Tear is gonna go looking towards stairs though. Gets taken down from the player holding that angle. So ToutSchuss 2-man advantage in this round. Zelion thinking about swinging the angle. Still being held by that AWP. Warning shot will let Zelion know not to peek. As Stakeli still looking outside B main. Eversio committed their players towards this B side. Zelion will find Lions there. However, this execute will be coming out on A though, so 3 players gonna be able to walk into A for free, and Poseidon taking down Crazy with a quick headshot. 2 versus 4 retake would be required from Eversio. However, Stakeli far away from this site. Could opt for the save here as Zelion starts to back away as well. Looks like the save has been called from Eversio, which means ToutSchuss will find their first round of the game. Eversio, granted they save these rifles, will have enough to reinvest into the next round. Couple of players taking peeks around the map and getting punished for it. Trevor going alone on B main, and then Dragon's Tear swinging out of connector without any utility. Still 4-1 lead for Eversio. And as mentioned, drops should be coming out now from Zelion and Stakeli. Eversio will be able to buy back into this game. Op can also come out for Dragon's Tear here. So round 6, Stakeli with the instant smoke towards mid, I believe that is. Eversio sending 3 players towards A this time, looking to go aggressive out of A main. Will indeed be pushing out of A main, and ToutSchuss with a unorthodox boost over towards stairs here could get caught, but that's a great nade from Crazy. Unfortunately, doesn't work out for him. Does go down to the headshot of ToutSchuss. Man advantage once again for ToutSchuss here, and Zelion also going down from this connector position. Dragon's Tear reduces the deficit to 1 with that op, but B side quite open here. Just Stakeli, and he's been smoked off as well. Spamming through the smoke. Doesn't find anything yet. Bomb will be going down. Planted for this B main position. And Stakeli catches the lurk of ToutSchuss, so Eversio 3 versus 3 here. Lions there finding a second in the round, taking down there. Trevor from CT gonna find a second though. So 2 versus 2 here. However, Trevor going down, and Stakeli unable to find the shot onto Lions there, who finds a 3k in the round, giving ToutSchuss their second of the game. the back of that, Eversio forced into a save here. Dragonsteer with the Deagle. Rest of his team haven't invested just yet. Crazy will also be buying a Deagle. Opts for the armor as well, so could be a bit of a half force buy coming out from Eversio. However, as I say that, players selling, buying down to 2k. Loss bonus will be building up for Eversio, so saving 2k per player. Stekeli and Dragonsteer taking big utility damage early on though. Dragonsteer eating 3 nades towards main, and Stekeli, that nade from stairs, lots of damage. No kills just yet. Eversio holding very passively on these sites. These will be making their way up through mid. Bomb is outside of B main. And Zelion swinging out of connector is going to get taken down. Trevor looking to find something in B main. Bomb has backed off towards mid in the meantime. Will retreat back on site. Dragonsteer just about misses the timing on connector. Crazy with the MP9. Taking out Kixen as the smoke fades. And Trevor towards this temple position on mid does find a second. Trump now in the corner on site. Will take down Dragonsteer. So B commitment is coming out from the T's eventually. Eversio. Just Trevor in temple with that AK. Op misses a shot though. Tag down to 40 HP. So Eversio could feel like they want to go for this, as Crazy also picks up an AK. Skelly with that P250, with that 5.7, will have to open up the round, but goes down to the op. And Crazy also going down on mid here, so Trevor probably feeling like his luck's changed and opts to save this AK. Round that could have gone very differently there. Missed op shot, could have been punished, however, couple of quick frags on the retake. Trevor will find Shum on site, still trying to hold on to this AK. Is getting pushed by Lions there, but just playing around that side position will hold on to this AK. So 3 on the bounce now for ToutSchuss as they're 1 away from tying up the match. Eversio will be able to buy back into this round. However, losing this would likely see them lose the lead as well. Op once again coming out for Dragonsteer. No utility though. He's building up a bit of an economy on a couple of their players here. 6k on 2 of them. We'll have a couple of rounds to buy in regardless of the results. Crazy. Pulls the nade out at the wrong time. Will go down to Hoseidin on mid. Playing aggressively. Gets punished with the nade. Dragonsteer though. With the trade. Poseidon got a bit greedy towards that mid position. Taken down. And Shum forcing his way into connect there. 3 of these T's over towards B side. But Trevor gonna go down through the smoke there. Tracer giving away his position. Zelion will find one and a second. He's getting pushed by Shum, but Dragonsteer from CT gonna bail Zelion out. So great round from Zelion there. Give Eversio a 3 versus 1 advantage here. Kixen does have this bomb on his back, so could still choose to try and finish the round on one of these sites. Stekeli over on stairs though. Could catch this T from behind. However, Kixen moving through mid will most likely bump into Dragonsteer here. Dragonsteer looking at the right place. However, kicks in with an instant headshot. Will be going towards A site now. Stekeli from A main. 2 versus 1 for Kixen. Bomb does go down. Zelion from camera. Kixen's gonna go looking for this fight and finds the duel. So 1 versus 1 now. Kixen versus Stekeli. But Stekeli is gonna take Kixen down. 5-3 for Eversio. Kicks it almost gets the 3 versus 1 clutch. However, Stakeli denies that. Eversio 5th round in the half, continuing what is a great CT side for Anubis, looking to try and save that AWP from Temple. Doesn't reach it in time though, so Dragonsteer not gonna have the AWP in this round. Bet he would love to have that, so unfortunate for him, but should still be a good buy for Eversio. 3 rifles thus far. Will be the 4th coming out on Trevor as well. Lots of utility for the CTs as well. Just Trevor opting for the rifle instead. Zelion forced onto an MP9. However, Eversio should still have a lot to say in this round. Full buy from the T's. So we go again, round 9, 5-3. Poseidon looking to push through this mid-smoke. Doesn't find anything yet. Stakeli hears nothing on A main, so Eversio going to send 3 players over on this B side, 1 also holding mid. It's actually going to be 3 players coming in through mid here, and Dragonsteer going to go down immediately to the headshot of Poseidon. So Stakeli, between a rock and a hard place here, spots the player coming out camera, is going to take him down, however getting flanked quickly from A main. I'm not sure if he's aware of that player. Zelion over towards B side's gonna find the kill. Stakeli unable to take down the Opper, tag down to 3 HP, but Crazy rushing through the molly. Does find Kixin, the Opper though. I don't know how to pronounce his username, that's why I'm calling him that. Does find the frag. Trevor finds the kill though there, as I think it's PA2 M1, low on HP. Bomb is down, however, Zelion coming in through A main. Does find the kill. Shum with the instant headshot on Trevor. Does swing onto Zelion, however, Zelion does win that duel. Big round here from Eversio. And they will find their 6th of the half. Zelion also saving that AWP to drop over towards Dragonsteer. And Shum denied the 2 versus 1 clutch. Tenth round here. ToutSchuss forced onto the pistols. They will have some upgraded pistols, utility and armor though. We'll be buying into the next round regardless. Loss bonus has also built up over on the T side. Trevor not spotting anything towards B main just yet. So Dragonsteer and Crazy looking to take an aggressive stance towards mid. Rest of the T's setting up towards B main, as Crazy does find Poseidon on mid, so all 4 remaining T's gonna come from this B main position. Trevor is spotted towards CT. Molly is gonna come out, might just be too late though, as the T's are already pushing to the side. Trevor does find the kill, will go down to Lions there though. So T's open up B side. Dragonsteer trying to swing out of Temple with this AW field, finds a great flick onto Kixin. So 4 versus 2 now, and Crazy rushing from CT. Will save Dragonsteer just temporarily though, as he will go down to ToutSchuss, but Crazy getting the trade and saving that AWP with what I believe is his 4th 3K of the game. Taking a look at the scoreboard on the back of that, Crazy with 14 kills, Dragonsteer with 10, Trevor and Zelion with 8 and 7. Stakeli lagging a little bit behind on 3 kills. Stakeli of course playing on that A site, while most of the action has been over towards B and mid. On the T side, lines in PA2, M1 and Shum, relatively even throughout. However, 7-3 half, good news for Eversio here. Poseidon, quick pushing out of mid, will find Dragonsteer up in an unfavorable position, and Poseidon swinging out of mid doors finds Crazy playing Temple. Trevor though, from Temple, unexpected, will take down Poseidon and swings out, taking Lions there as well. Lions there not sure where to look between camera and Temple, will get punished for it. Auto director going a bit crazy here. Finally deciding to show us Zelion's POV, as he will go down to Shum in connect there. So Trevor and Stakeli in the 3 versus 2 here. Bomb over towards both. Stakeli on mid. will find Shum, but does go down to the op of PA2M1. So Trevor, with this M4 in a 2 versus 1, is already on 2 kills in the round. However, requires another 2 and the clutch, but kicks in with the running headshot from the AK. Shuts Trevor down immediately. 4th round picked up by the T side as we move on to the last round of the half here. Eversio will be winning the half regardless, but 8-4 could give them a bit more breathing room should the pistol not go their way. Economy not the greatest either. Couple of pistols, 1 M4 in the FAMAS and the MP9. Limited utility and no kit for Eversio. Full buy coming out for the T's, just Shum with maybe a bit of light utility. But Stakeli and Zillion gonna quickly go down in connector and over towards A main. Dragonsteer only able to find the trade. Crazy will find a kill on mid though. And the upper here low on HP, but Shum and PA2M1 finding kills across the map will give ToutSchuss their 5th round. However, Eversio is still winning the CT half of the map, 7-5. Over on the T side now, should traditionally be a more favorable side. However, anything can happen here. Pistol round underway shortly. Eversio with the smokes and the mollies. Could be an A hit given the util. However, all players heading towards B now. Could be a fast B hit. As ToutSchuss, they've sent 3 to A, so Eversio, if they go immediately here, could catch the CTs. Smokes popping on site. Eversio getting the site for free, planting that bomb for main. And Shum tagged down to 20 HP through the smoke. So 5 versus 5 retake on the pistol round here. Stakeli in connector is gonna face kicks in shortly. Does get tagged, so is given a warning shot. Couple of Eversio players holding very passively towards mid. Bomb is of course planted for main. Smoke on the CT side could smoke off that main position. Stakeli finding kicks in though. Poseidon on site and Leonzer taking down Zelion and Stakeli as well. Dragonsteer finding a kill as well, but bomb is ticked. Defuse not coming in just yet. Not enough time, I believe, but Leonzer with the kit will just about find the defuse. Does find the defuse in the nick of time. So Leonzer and PA2M1 just about get the round for SN. Sorry, that's the team from the previous game I was casting from ToutSchuss. I was gonna say SND2. That was in the previous match. It's now Eversio and ToutSchuss. Eversio unlucky there. Maybe Trevor holding a bit too far away from the bomb site. And Leonzer picking up the kit just in the nick of time for the defuse there. Eversio with the bomb plant though will invest fully into this round. The Galil and 3 Mac-10s. Couple of players going fast towards mid. Zelion dropping lower. As the rest of Eversio set up outside of B main. Zelion coming out of connector with his teammate. No kills being traded yet, but Shum down on the 9 HP. Crazy 16 as well. Dragonsteer spots the first, spots the second, however, unable to find the kill. Crazy low on HP, but PA2M gonna be taken down by the nade of Stakeli. So Eversio with a man advantage. 3 players towards connector though, and that molly forces all of them to push out towards Kixon, who finds the kill as well. Smoke once again gonna go down onto bomb. Kit as well as Shum finds the first frag. Bomb is being stuck here by the CTs, and they will find the defuse through the smoke. So all 5 CTs gonna go down. However, ToutSchuss finding the round once again with the defuse. Smoke over onto that default bomb plant position, finding the defuse with the kit. Eversio probably feeling like they should have won that round. However, ToutSchuss not faking any of these plans, just sticking. Yeah, Mick, lots of games. Was a delay in the previous game as well by like 45 minutes, so back underway here. 7-7 is the score. Dragonsteer setting up this pop flash for A main. Default setup from Eversio. No aggression just yet. Boost from Kixin and Poseidon. Trevor will find the opener, traded immediately though. Information gathered by Eversio though. A couple of players over towards his A site. Dragonsteer will go and swap out his Mac 10 for the AK of his teammate. Eversio though still split. 2 players going mid, 2 players over towards A main, as PA2M should get caught here just walking out the smoke. Poseidon playing a close angle though, not expected by Zelion. That's bomb dropped. Information gathered by the CTs, and Poseidon now finds the kill onto Dragonsteer as well. Big kill to find, as Eversio, 45 seconds left on the clock. Don't have bomb here, and Poseidon starts to move over towards his camera position. Finds his 4th of the round on for the ace, as it's just crazy left in the 1 versus 3. 30 seconds on the clock. Bomb is dropped in main, and Crazy will find his I was gonna say Poseidon will find Crazy, yeah. So Poseidon with the ace in the round. Eversio unable to capitalize off that kill towards main, and not expecting the second player to be holding the smoke so aggressively. Zelion disconnecting again. Had tech issues in the first half. Might be affecting him now as well. We'll hopefully get that sorted and rejoin shortly. Is already back in the server, in fact. So ToutSchuss taking the lead for the first time this game, as Eversio are forced onto a weaker buy here. AK on Dragonsteer and Trevor, but just pistols for the rest. Full buy for the T's, apart from the MP9 of Kixin. Might be looking to farm some money on those pistols of Eversio this round. Lots of players setting up towards this A site early in the round for Eversio. Kixin playing on site with the MP9, as Poseidon from Heaven will support. Third player of the CT is getting called over towards this A site now, as Eversio just start to back off a little. No utilities left for the T's, unfortunately, should they elect to head to a different bomb site. Still 85 seconds left on the clock. Or 75, sorry. Crazy, gonna get caught by Kixin. Flashes himself out into main. Dragonsteer will trade the kill though, as a smoke will go down A main here to delay the push of the T's. Eversio sending a player towards mid, but holding very passively thus far. Main players required to force their way onto site without utility and get this bomb down. 3 players on the job. Zelion going first. Or Trevor, sorry, with that MP9. Stakeli finding a great headshot, but PA2M1 with a couple of headshots from his own. Zelion though with the lurk towards mid will trade, so a 2 versus 2 now, but Shroom with the instant headshot, and Zelion unable to afford armor. Trevor getting spotted out as well by Lions there, and Eversio sent back to the drawing board, as ToutSchuss find their 9th round of the game here. Op coming out for PA2M1 as well. Had a great first half with that AWP. Could inflict a lot of damage here on the CT side as well. Eversio though off the back of a few lost rounds will have a full buy here. Dragonsteer picking up an AWP of his own. First proper buy round of the half. Dragonsteer gonna get tagged with that nade down to 60 HP. Lines there, gonna spot the main player, smoking it off, and Zelion almost gets caught on mid. Crazy, spotting the player to the smoke, will go down though, dropping bomb as well. Information gathered for the T's, and Poseidon is having a great game on the CT side, finds 2 players in mid, leaving Eversio in a 5 versus 3. Dragonsteer able to reduce the deficit to a 4 versus 3 now with that kill onto PA2M1. So Opper is down, and now a boost towards mid. Spots the player, doesn't just get the timing, as Lions are gonna start this lurk. Is being held by Stakeli, but only able to find 1. And Shroom also in support, taking down Stakeli. So Trevor in a 3 versus 1 now, 50 seconds left on the clock. Finds Shroom towards mid, but's taken down by Poseidon with a 3k in the round. Poseidon going absolutely crazy so far on this CT side. Taking a look at the scoreboard, in fact, 14 kills now for Poseidon. PA2M1 also with 17, leading the charge for their team. Over on the side of Eversio, Dragonsteer, Crazy, and Trevor all leading the charge with 16 and 15 kills apiece. Zelion and Stakeli half away from that, 8 for each player. And Eversio calling a timeout here to talk things over. Unable to pick up a T round so far on this T side. 5 in a row for ToutSchuss. 7 in a row if we count the 2 T rounds they picked up at the end of that half. So Eversio looking just now to sort of stop the momentum of ToutSchuss. Was a 7-3 game at one point. ToutSchuss now firmly in the driving seat. Eversio will invest pretty heavily into this round. Full loss bonus, of course, has been built up. The connector peak will find nothing. Second nade doesn't land quite far enough for the smoke to be dissipated. And Eversio, 2 players quick out of A main. Rest are holding for any CT aggression. Bomb is looking like it's gonna end up towards this A site. As the CTs, 3 players going aggressive out of B main now. Zelion doesn't quite find the one tap. Taking PA to M1 low onto 46 HP. Unfortunately, that is the AWPer, so it won't have much effect. As Eversio waiting outside A main. CT seem to be aware of this though, as a 5th player holding mid from that temple position, and Kixen spotting the players now in main. Trevor low on 34 HP. Is taken down by his teammate. Finds Kixen but will get taken down by Dragonsteer. And Poseidon carrying on his tear in this half. Another 2 kills for him as Zelion goes down in mid. So Stakeli left in the 4 versus 1 here. And PA2M does spot the shadow. So Eversio don't have much to show for their investment in that round. Just the kill onto Kixen. As they are now 11-7, staring down match point should they not win this round. 8 on the bounce for ToutSchuss. Eversio yet to find the T-side round. 5 AKs across the board for Eversio now. Limited utility though. Two players heading towards canals quickly. Pop hasn't peeked it. Trevor just outside this connector position. He's gonna get tagged with that nade. Looking to get flashed in. He's actually gonna get caught out by that. Taken down by Shroom, so CTs establish a quick man advantage in the round. Zelion with the bomb making his way outside B main. 3 CT players on the side though. Lines there. Gonna take down Stakeli, spotting Zelion as well. Is gonna go down. Bomb dropped outside of B main. Also just gonna walk out of main, taking down Crazy. Lines there with a big 3k. Dragonsteer finding the only kill in the round so far for Eversio. Won't find any more as goes down to the M4 of Shroom. And ToutSchuss from a 7-3 position win 9 in a row. And they're now at match point. Eversio 5 in a row required to force overtime here on Anubis. Unable to get anything going on this T side so far. Based off the CT side we saw from Eversio, it seemed like it would be a completely different game here, but ToutSchuss with a very tight hold over on the CT side, not allowing Eversio anything. I believe there was only 1 or 2 bomb plants, if even in the half. Eversio unable to get onto these bomb sites. Crazy though, does punish the missed op shot on mid. Continues to stare down towards camera, taking down Poseidon. Kixen will take him down eventually, but is gonna get taken out by the A main players. Dragonsteer holding for this camera push, and Eversio 3 versus 2 now in the post plant. Dragonsteer playing safely towards the CT position from heaven. Stakeli catches Shum pushing out of main. And Lions there with this AWP might just select the safe here. So Eversio do find their first T round. And Lions there could get caught by Trevor here. Will get taken down to 13 HP but finds the kill. So a 12-8 score now. 4 required by Eversio for overtime. And I bet they'd like to take away this AWP from the CT side. However, economy isn't the greatest for Eversio either. As Stakeli might swing it there, but Lions there allowed to get away with this AWP. So Eversio do eventually find a T round. Might be too little too late though. That is left to be seen as 12-8 is the score. 4 rounds required. Full buy for Eversio here. On the back of those saved rifles. Full utility as well. CT side winning 6 rounds in a row. Have more than enough money to buy into this round. However, low cash on 4 players here. So Eversio, a clean round. Could see them sending the CTs on a force buy. Sidon playing aggressive in mid. It's gonna get taken down by Zelion though. So opening kill for the CT, for the T's, but CT is gonna find 2 quick trades, dropping bomb inside B main as well. Zelion though, out from connector, gonna take down Lanzer. Goes down to Shum though, and Crazy also going down to Shum on side. So it's just Dragonsteer, 10 HP now in the 3 versus 1. Finds the first, unable to find the second. Shum with a 4k in the round. And Eversio lose their second match in the ESEA entry league. 13-8, closer game than Dust 2. However, unfortunate defeat for Eversio, who seemed to have a firm grasp on the match in that first half. Unfortunate to lose the match today, however, it is just the start of the season. Plenty more games to come next week. But I believe for today, that is all I have, guys. So thank you once again for joining. Apologies for the delay. And yeah, I'll see you guys next Monday for Eversio's next match in this ESEA Season 53 League. Thank you.